Hi guys, today I'm super excited to talk to you about the new film Scrambled, which hits theaters on February 2nd. Now, this movie is the brainchild of Leah McKendrick, who not only wrote the movie, not only directs the movie, but she also stars in this movie, and it's about her own personal journey with freezing her eggs. So this gets emotional. Now, don't worry, it's not all a sob story and it's not all tears and it's not all leading into that emotional side of things. It's absolutely hilarious. I absolutely had a blast with this movie, but I really enjoy how this movie is like, it's unafraid to dive into this just side of things that women have to deal with. Like, here's the thing, and she specifically says it in the movie. Her brother can have kids at 70 years old. She can't, right? As you near 40 years old, they tell you like you're high risk. So she needs to make this decision. She's not ready to settle down. She doesn't have a consistent boyfriend. She actually recently broke up with her boyfriend. So she doesn't even know if she wants to have kids. But the problem is, as a woman, you really don't have the option to deal with that later. So she's basically has to decide to freeze her eggs now before she gets too old, just in case she wants children down the road. And this is an expense. It's a big health thing. Like, it's not just easy. They're not like, oh, just freeze your eggs, boom. It's not free. It's expensive. You have to take hormones for it. It's a whole thing. It's like literal surgery. There's a lot happening here. So it's this emotional journey with her. She's dealing with this. All of her friends are at the age where they are having kids. They are going out and doing things as a couple, and she feels alienated. Now, at times, I will say it feels like she feels like she's being alienated, but her friends really aren't alienating her. They are there for her. It's just kind of her own emotions that she's dealing with, which, to be honest, you guys, we've all felt that way, right? It's certainly been moments in our lives when we feel like something is happening to us and it's not. It's in our own head. So we do get to see that as well. You get to explore a lot with her. There's some really funny scenes between her maybe exploring different men, trying to figure things out. It's hilarious, but at the same time, there are some moments that are absolutely gut-wrenching. Now, I have to give a trigger warning because as someone who's had a miscarriage myself, they do discuss that in this film, and that was very, very hard for me to watch. There were certain moments towards the end, it was about 10 minutes, that can get very, very difficult. And I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to give spoilers really, but it's a lot. So trigger warning for those who have a hard time with things like that. Just know that going into this. But overall, it's really such a great film about what women go through, especially single women who just don't know, do they want to have kids? You kind of, like I said, you have to make that decision early. And even if you don't want to have kids or you don't know if you want to have kids, you really have to plan ahead for the future just in case you change your mind, because it's not that simple when you get a little bit older to go ahead and have kids. So I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I think Leah's phenomenal. The fact that she wears so many hats in this film, she writes, directs, and stars, and is able to give this incredible performance. It's just a testament to clearly what she channeled from her own life. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Definitely a great film. Again, it's funny too. It's not all heavy. There are definitely heavy moments, but it's not all heavy. Also, her with her family. Her dad's kind of a horrible person, but I do love Clancy Brown, so it's great to see him on screen. And then her and her brother are great, especially towards the end. I definitely teared up a few times throughout the film for being happy and being sad. Like, several different reasons. It gave me all the emotions. I really had fun with this one. And yet I also found myself like sad with this one, but like happy with this one. I don't know. It gave me all the emotions, you guys. So again, it hits theaters on February 2nd. You guys let me know if you plan to see Scrambled down below in the comments, or if by the time you got to this review, you've already seen Scrambled. Let me know what you thought. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you guys can check me out at MamasGeeky.com. Thanks. I'll see you next time.